Welcome, everybody. Graduates, you as well? Anyone else? No? Okay. Graduates, families, significant others, distinguished guests, here in person and those online. Faculty and staff, good afternoon. The day has come. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Emory Physician Assistant Class of 2023. My name is Alex Kendall, and I have the honor of serving as the interim director of the Emory PA program. This has been a long-awaited day, and I am so grateful that we are all finally here. If you all turn to your program for one moment, we have one brief adjustment to make. Our initial speaker, Dr. Theodore Johnson, the chair of our division, he had a brief illness and was not able to be here today. He sends his love and his gratitude and his well wishes to all of you. We are going to move forward with the invocation by Reverend Maddie Henderson Herlong, a chaplain with the Office of Spiritual and Religious Life. Please stand as the Reverend delivers the invocation.
Let us pray. Let us breathe and pay attention and be as spiritually present as we are physically present for this sacred and joyful occasion. Let us prayerfully honor the effort, time, and thought it has taken for these graduates to make it to this moment. Let us celebrate that they survived sleepless nights, long clinical hours, and even natural disasters to make it here today. Let us invoke divine gratitude for the web of relationships that engaged and sustained our graduates. Family, friends, staff, faculty, patients, fellow students, and colleagues. Let us invoke a spirit of holy wonder as the ceremony begins. Amen.
Please be seated. Taylor Ellsworth, the president of the Emory PA class of 2023, will now introduce our graduation speaker. Taylor.
Thank you, Alex. It is with great honor and privilege that I introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Carlos Del Rio. You'll notice this introduction is a little long, and rightfully so, because of how hard he has worked throughout his career to make a difference in the lives of others, and he is a great example of where we too could be one day. Dr. Carlos Del Rio, the Leon L. Haley Jr., MD, Distinguished Professor of Medicine in the Division of Infectious Diseases, is our current interim dean for the Emory School of Medicine. He is a professor of global health and of epidemiology at the Emory School of Public Health. He is a co-director of the Emory Center for AIDS Research and co-PI of the Emory Vaccine and Treatment Evaluation Unit. Most recently, he was an Executive Associate Dean for Emory at Grady and is a current board member and the immediate past president of the Infectious Diseases Society of America. Dr. Del Rio is a native of Mexico, where he attended medical school and later served as the Executive Director of the National AIDS Council of Mexico. He completed his internal medicine and infectious diseases residencies here at Emory University and served in many roles, including Chief of the Emory Medical Service at Grady Memorial Hospital and Chair of the Hubert Department of Global Health. Dr. Del Rio's research focuses on the early diagnosis, access to care, compliance with antiretrovirals, and the prevention of HIV infection. Dr. Del Rio has co-authored 30 book chapters and over 500 scientific papers. He has worked for over a decade with hard-to-reach populations to improve outcomes for people infected with HIV and to prevent infection of those at risk. His international work includes collaborations in the countries of Georgia, Ethiopia, Vietnam, Mexico, Kenya, and Thailand. He has worked on emerging infections such as pandemic influenza and was a member of both the World Health Organization Influenza Clinical Advisory Group and the CDC Influenza Task Force during the 2009 pandemic. Dr. Del Rio is a member of the Board of Directors of the International Antiviral Society of the US and a chair of the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief Scientific Advisory Board. He is Chief Section Editor for HIV/AIDS in the New England Journal of Medicine, Associate Editor for Vaccines, and member of the editorial board of Journal of AIDS and Global Public Health. He was named by the CDC Office of Minority Health as Health Equity Champion in 2021. Among his many honors are the Emory University Marion V. Creekmore Achievement Award for Internationalization, the Oatley Award from the Government of Mexico for the work that benefits communities of Mexican origin living in the US, the Phoenix Award from the Mayor of Atlanta, and was recognized by the Carnegie Corporation as a Great Immigrant, Great American in 2021. In 2013, Dr. Del Rio was elected as the National Academy of Medicine, and in 2022 was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Del Rio has worked with many physician assistants, including our very own Vakita Smith, whom he worked closely with on the Emory Hospital Infectious Disease Consult Service, and Sonia Green, whom he mentored and worked alongside of during their CDC study to research how to bridge the gap between HIV diagnoses and care and entry to care. He also worked with Dr. Jody Guest to create Emory's local and national media for COVID-19, and he also led the COVID-19 Health and Safety Task Force. As you've just heard, Dr. Del Rio has no shortage of experience, honors, and compassion when it comes to serving his community. So, without further ado, I give you Dr. Carlos Del Rio.
Thank you very much, Taylor, and thank you for the kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you today for the graduation of the Physician Assistant Class of 2023. Congratulations. I think you are a truly exceptional group of students, and we are very proud of you. But before we start, we have to say thank you. And thank you to your teachers, but more importantly, thank you to your family, to your loved ones, and to people who have supported you throughout this journey. They all need to be congratulated, so thank you very much. During your training, you have done 11 clinical rotations and have volunteered and worked in a variety of different places, all the way from the Emory Farm Project to Good Samaritan Hospital. You rotated in many clinical services, and now you're going to move on and actually join some of those services and here or in other places and really contribute to the care of individuals. I know you have received a ton of advice during your time at Emory, and I'm sure you will continue to receive more advice in the coming days. But I'm going to take my time and give you a bit of my own. First, I want you to know that while today celebrates the end of your time as a PA student, your education journey has just begun. The field of medicine is changing more rapidly than ever before and requires a long life commitment to education. I encourage you to learn from your patients, to learn with your patients, and to remain excited about learning throughout your career. I also hope that you remain curious and open to whatever the journey may take you. Many of us went into medicine because we wanted to take care of patients. You're in an era that we simply don't have enough providers doing patient care, and your skills and experience are sorely needed. But please don't underestimate the impact you can make through advocacy, research, education, leadership, or even public policy. There are many different ways to improve health and change lives, and I encourage you to explore and remain open to opportunities, because I'm sure all of you would be leaders in one area that you don't even think about right now. As you heard from Taylor, I have a lot of respect from my PA colleagues and had worked with many of them at the Grady Infectious Disease Clinic and at the Infectious Disease Council Service at Emory University Hospital. You are critically important members of the healthcare team, and your expertise and experience will be appreciated and valued, not only by the physicians you work with, but more importantly, by the patients you take care of. When my father was diagnosed with cancer, he liked his oncologist, but he really, really liked his PA, who worked with him and considered him as a key person taking care of him. My dad would ask questions, and she would answer them. My aunt had concerns, and she was not only knowledgeable, but was kind, and spent the necessary time to clarify the concerns and mitigate the fears of his diagnosis, and more importantly, the unknown. Whatever your path you choose, please stay grounded on why you became a PA in the first place. Once in a while, pull out of that drawer or look in your computer about your essay of why you came to PA school. It's really important that you remind yourselves of why you're here and why you continue to be here. Take great care of your patients, but also take great care of yourselves, your colleagues, and your loved ones. Medicine is hard, and these days, burnout is rampant. Putting joy back into medicine is important, but so is accepting imperfection. And please let go of that guilt we all have once in a while when we simply forgot to do this or didn't do that. At the end of the day, we're not perfect, and it's okay. Flexibility, humor, self-forgiveness, and letting go of that perfectionism or trying to be a perfect PA and a perfect parent, a perfect child, a perfect sibling, a perfect friend is simply not possible. You are healers, and you're here to heal not only your patients, but yourself, your loved ones, and the people you care for. With that, I want to congratulate all of you again. And please, I want to welcome my friend and colleague, Dr. Jody Guest, to the stage. Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Taylor, and thank you, Dr. Del Rio. We will now proceed with the hooding of the PA class of 2023. Aaron Weinish, Interim Director of the Didactic Education, and Alan Platt, Director of Admissions in the Emory PA program, will have the honor of hooding the graduates. The names of the graduates will be read by Dr. Guest. Dr. Guest is the Associate Program Director for the Emory PA program and the Director of the Emory Farm Worker Project. So as the students come up here, come up forward to receive their diplomas, you will notice that they are wearing different colored cords. The green cords represent graduation with honors. Gold cords indicate graduation with highest honors. Jody.
Oluwaseyi Adeyemi Bajo. Kazan Badshaw. Gabrielle Nicole Blaylock. Alicia Jacqueline Brogdon. Courtney Morgan Cravens. Colleen Michelle DaCosta. Jordan Ray Da Silva. Ashley Campbell Davis. Bryn Joy DeVita. Yabria Ariana Eves. Nora Adele Eldon. Taylor Catherine Ellsworth. Jessica Ann Enfinger. Brian Louise Fleischman. Alexandra Marie Foley. Shahzad Qasim Shahi. Marie Lynn Gaudiers. Aries Kenya Hamlet. Fadumo Hassan Ismail. Catherine Ellen Jones. Danielle Haviva Lampert. Daniel Jacob Lee. Melissa Ann Martell. Hillary Renee Mendieta. Jennifer Mitchell Newton. Amy Margaret O'Leary. Natalia Oriana Azar. Rihanna Kilson Page. Olivia Catherine Pentano. Colton David Patterson. Suzanne Elizabeth Payne. Michaela Joyce Plansker. Miriam Riaz. Emily Mariel Rukeyser. Shayan Shajid. Christina Ray Schrader. Ryan Andrew Shepard. Amy Therese Sinclair. Magdalene Amanda Spitzer. Amanda Renee Starr. Lovepriya Suthaharan. James Danielle Thomas. Jalen Monique Thornton. Jenny Tran. Erin Ann Walden. Carolyn Palmer Wells. Lorraine Elizabeth Karima Wheeler. Tracy Marie Wise. Paula Vizcara Wall. Abigail Pauline Woodruff.
Congratulations, everybody. Let's give them a big round of applause. James Thomas, where are you, my friend? James Thomas, stand up for me. James Thomas is the class vice president, didn't get a promotion, class vice president. And he, out of everybody, was selected by his peers to present this year's retrospective. In total transparency, I really wanted to find out why. So, I took the liberty of asking James to find a few of his peers to help me describe him. Here's what I found out. You can sit down if you want. Alicia summed him up in 3 words: intelligent, dedicated, goofball. She went on to say that he has announced every single class member's birthday. He starts off every announcement to the class in the exact same way. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make, and then he starts singing. Others noted he always makes the joke that he's a tough guy because he's from Rochester. But he says it in a New York accent like he's mimicking somebody from the Bronx. So we'll have to check that out. Ryan described him as always being happy and upbeat and has a joke for every occasion and is such a joy to work with. Daniel really wanted to make sure that you all knew about James's volleyball skills for the annual Gap of Volleyball tournament. He described him as jumping so high he seemed to levitate. Gabby, thank you, Gabby, for these comments, by the way. Gabby said, James is a natural-born leader, and when he speaks, people listen. He's an extroverted introvert who really likes to have fun, but will leave an event faster than you can blink. He's proven to be reliable, dependable, and always has the best interest of the class at heart. And to sum it up, Taylor, our class president, said 2 things. She said, James is going to be an amazing, dependable PA that will always put his responsibility to his patients first. And he really knows how to throw a killer graduation party. Let's welcome James up to the stage to deliver the retrospective.
Good afternoon. My name is James, and I have an announcement, and it's way better than anyone's birthday. Guys, we're graduating. It was October 28th, 2023. I was relaxing in my apartment, as is my tradition, when I received a text message from Madam President Taylor herself. It read, "Hey, do you want to give a speech for graduation? Because I'm nominating you." And since then, I've been living in existential crisis of what I'm going to say. How can I represent this incredibly talented, gifted, diverse group of people? What can I possibly impart to my peers who endured right alongside me for 29 long months? Honestly, there probably isn't anything I could do that could capture the raw emotion of this experience called PA school, or could do justice to the individual journeys and growth displayed in this amazing group of people right here. But I hope I can impart some fun memories and food for thought as we end this monumental chapter in our lives together. I gotta ask you all to be flexible and adaptable one last time as we navigate the ups and downs of the Emory PA school experience. Let's take it back. 29 long months ago, July 2021. Think back to the first time in Psalm 130. The excitement of starting a new journey we all had been working so hard to begin. Do you remember how you felt when you got that acceptance letter? We made it into Emory, and we were now starting orientation and meeting the people we'd spend the next 2.5 years with. Public speaking in general fills me with dread, and so of course our first activity was an icebreaker in front of everyone that asked us, what are we bringing with us into PA school? Some of us shared we were bringing previous experiences. Some of us brought our daily canned double-shot espresso to crack open in the middle of lecture, and some of us brought our anxiety. But now I'm asking you all, what will you take from this experience? As Dr. McKeon would say, take a moment and really appreciate how much we've gained from this ordeal. I thought I'd help you all out, so I present Appreciating PA School in 10 minutes or less. August 2021, AKA Semester 1, AKA What the Heck is Happening? Introduction to Patient Assessment, Becoming a Physician Assistant, Foundations of Medical Science, Anatomy, Biomedical Ethics, Rest in Peace, our mental health, and say hello to 2.5 years of persistent generalized anxiety. Our first realization of what did we get ourselves into hit us when we had our anatomy prep talk, given to us by a second-year student, no less, that advised us we need to maximize every single minute of our lives from here on out. From standing in line at the grocery store to cramming in podcasts on our commute to the gym. We hit the ground running thinking IPA lectures were the hardest thing ever. Do you remember listening to 100-slide-long PowerPoints in the morning, cramming for a 5-chapter, not multiple choice, BPA quiz during lunch? Then going down to the anatomy dungeon to disarticulate a cadaver head, or watching Dr. Pettis take a mallet to the temporal fossa and hoping he doesn't destroy your tympanic cavity? Then he hands your lab partner the smallest bone in the human body from the inner ear, and within 5 minutes, she may or may not have dropped it on the floor, never to be seen again. Or do you remember arguing with your lab partner, is this a nerve, artery, or vein? Let's be honest, it was probably just connective tissue. Let's refer to the dissection guide, which is different from the video dissections, which is different from the online dissection instructions, which is literally different from what each of the 3 anatomy professors told you to do. Let's ask the TAs, but wait, they didn't actually do dissections because of COVID. At some point, you may have accidentally shot a hose full of liquefied human tissue at your lab partner, or was that just me? Then you go home between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. and try to wash your formaldehyde out of your hair, warm up some frozen dinner, or order the same Chipotle meal you've been eating for the last 2 months straight. Pretend to study for one of the 4 classes you're super far behind in, but just end up watching 3 episodes of Netflix. Pass out, wake up late, stuff some protein bars in your face for breakfast, sit in the back of ethics lectures and cram for your anatomy demonstration, and pray to God you don't get the one objective you didn't study for. Then you're probably gonna wait 2 weeks to get your anatomy exam score back because they are the only department on campus that simultaneously uses cutting-edge virtual reality to pimp us, but also still uses Scantrons that we fill out with a number 2 pencil. Thank God anatomy is over, but hold on, now we need to study for a written Foundation of Medical Science final. Cool, survived that, but wait, there's more. A comprehensive 209-point physical exam final. You heard that right. That's 209 different physical exam tests we were evaluated on in one full sitting. Some fan favorites include, I'm gonna check your peripheral vision. Is that your right eye? All right, let me know when you can see my finger. You can see that already? All right, repeat after me. 99 toy boats, 99 toy boats, 99 toy boats. And my personal favorite, all right, I'm gonna do some percussion. Sir, you sound a little dully, hyper-resonantly tympanic. Did you have a bowel movement today? Finally, Christmas break, time to relax. Okay, you've survived semester 1, congratulations. Welcome to modules. Forget everything about how you studied for semester 1 because that method you finally mastered will not apply to studying modules at all. Welcome to hematology and oncology, psychiatry, dermatology, cardiology, pulmonology, head, eyes, ears, nose, and throat, genital, urinary, renal, infectious disease, endocrinology, and don't forget to brush up on what a prospective, retrospective case study is for epidemiology and biostatistics. And the cherry on top, pharmacology with associated mechanisms of actions, adverse effects, side effects, dosages, chemical names, generic names, contraindications for each module to help you not sleep at night. Here's a fun one, how to trigger in an Emory PA and student in 8 words. You have 5 minutes remaining in this case. And you're staring at your standardized patient in horror because you just started asking them, do they crave ice chips, grass, or clay? Don't forget all the other fun we have with our standardized patients, breast exams, pelvic exams, digital rectal exams. In all of our labs, intubation labs, skin biopsy labs, splinting labs, IV labs, megacode. Sterile technique, Foley catheters, central line, and Brian and my favorite, suturing and knot tying labs. You'd think a paramedic from New York and an EMT would have decent dexterity. Not so much. Thank God it's fall. Neurology, emergency medicine, surgery, pediatrics. Just when you thought things were lining up, pack rat. And finally, geriatrics. Ah, Christmas break. You kept hearing that clinical year would be better, and then finally you're in it. Say goodbye to your classmates and hello to, what the heck is Typhon? How the heck do I get fingerprints at the VA? Where the heck is the Grady security office? Where the heck do I park? Where is room 6J109? Where is the resident workroom? Where is the computer I can use? Where is the nursing station? Where can I find my size of sterile gloves? Where's the bathroom? Welcome to week 1 of your brand new rotation where without fail, you'll feel like a complete idiot even though you've spent an entire year and a half studying medicine. Welcome to 5-hour inpatient medicine rounds where we probably won't arrive at a diagnosis. Welcome to surgery, standing for 4 hours, holding retraction in someone's abdomen, and literally feeling the circulating nurse's eyes on your back, just waiting for you to break sterile field so she can verbally share with you her disdain for students. Welcome to your first emergency medicine shift and not remembering what the differential for right upper quadrant pain is. Welcome to psych and desperately trying to remember what SIGI caps stand for while simultaneously diagnosing yourself with several mental health disorders. Welcome to pediatrics and mastering the art of sticking the otoscope in an unwilling 6-year-old child's ear. Welcome to obstetrics and gynecology where you experience the joy of life and all the various bodily fluids that comes with it. Welcome to the ICU where your patient might literally die if you did not study hemodynamics and understand what the pulmonary capillary wedge pressure is. Welcome to outpatient family medicine clinics with hour-long lunches. Welcome to trauma surgery with negative 15-minute lunches, and you might lose yours seeing what comes through the doors of Grady's Trauma Bay. Rinse and repeat 11 times, sprinkle in a senior summative, research thesis, and end of curriculum exam somewhere in there, and that is the PA school experience in a nutshell. Have we appreciated it enough? Oh yeah, I think we appreciated PA school, but back to my original question, what will you really take from this experience? You might not be able to tell from my last tirade, but I actually am taking immense gratitude. I want to take this moment and thank each and every one of you for your role you played in this process. So my classmates, thank you all for being here the last 2.5 years. You may not know it, but you all have changed my life for the better. I think we underestimate the impact, both seen and unseen, we've had on each other. To friends, family, and loved ones, you will probably never truly know how vital your support was to our success. We would not have made it to this point without you. Those phone calls, texts, and rare breaks we were able to spend with you all were a lifeline for our sanity. To faculty, where would our program be without your tireless effort? Thank you for pouring your passion for medicine and caring for patients into us. Shahrzad asked me to keep this short. So am I done with my speech yet? In the famous words of Amber, no! But I'll end on a quote I heard from the source of all knowledge, YouTube Shorts. The person who loves walking will walk further than the person who thinks only of the destination. I'll say it again, the person who loves walking will walk further than the person who thinks only of the destination. I thought this fit so perfectly with the idea of having a growth mindset Jeremy introduced to us our first week of PA school. It's about embracing the process of growth and not just the product. Enjoy walking, enjoy learning, enjoy growing, because our patients, our families, our communities need us to be the best we can be. Congratulations, Emory Physician Class of 2023. I'm so proud of us. May we all reap boundless health, happiness, and success as we end this chapter and begin our next adventure. And to everyone here witnessing the end of our journey, we are living proof that in the famous words of Marshall Mathers, you can do anything you set your mind to. And that concludes my final announcement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James. That was outstanding. That was amazing. And thank you for your emotion, too. I think we all felt it, yeah? At this point, I would like to transition us to another really important part of today's program. I'd like to invite all of the class and anyone in here that is a healthcare provider to take the PA professional oath with us. The words for the oath are in the program. Graduates, would you please stand? I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with the patient. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you so much. Folks, you know, it takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of people to pull off all of the events that you've been a part of today. This team, and I know you're here, many of whom are behind the scenes, have spent countless hours this year arranging every last detail of today. This same group of extraordinary staff makes our program run smoothly, day in and day out, and I would like to take a moment to recognize them. Two people, Khalila Ward and Mona Ingram, have been our coordinators and North Star for today's events. Please give them a round of applause. Ursula Robertson, Kay Johnson Bull, Javar White, Tabitha Curtis, Jalicia Hudson, Komal Patel, Amos Nivens, Lizzie Adebiyi, and Emmy Grill, thank you so much for your service today. And lastly, as I'm looking for our photographers to thank them, they are taking a picture of me. So let's give them a round of applause as well. Thank you so much. Graduates, how does that feel? Yeah? Take that in. Graduates, a few final thoughts from your dedicated director. After listening to James's heartfelt testimony, I see now that your lives, once separate, are now intertwined and inseparable after years together, leaning on one another in tough times, volleyball tournaments, anatomy dissections. Dr. Pettis, where are you? And touching patients' lives here in the field. If you look hard, you can actually see yourselves reflected in the person next to you. I'd like to take a moment just to do that. Silently, please look to the person to your right and look to the person to your left. And I ask everybody here to do that. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen Buddhist monk who walked with Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights era, spoke passionately about this very phenomenon of being able to see yourselves in others, elements of a shared humanity. He called this interbeing. I'm going to quote from him here, from his book, one of his many books. Interbeing is the understanding that nothing exists separately from anything else. By taking care of another person, you actually take care of yourself. And by taking care of yourself, you take care of the other person. Happiness and safety, they are not individual matters. If you suffer, I suffer. If you are not safe, I am not safe. There is no way for me to be truly happy if you are suffering. If you can smile, I can smile too. At the heart of interbeing is the essence of human caring and human connection. And this is how you have thrived together. As a class over the last 29 months, your journey has been shaped by shared laughter and shared hardship. If one of you was suffering, many of you were impacted, and all of you stepped in to help. When one of you was smiling, a few of you started laughing, and then everybody started laughing, and then sometimes we'd have to stop class to find out what was so funny. With these natural peaks and natural valleys, with kindness and compassion, you all carried one another through to arrive here together today. At Grady, at Emory, and at the VA, in Bainbridge and Valdosta, you have seen the downstream effects on regular people when our society does not act from a place of kindness, compassion, and shared humanity. War, poverty, climate change, maternal mortality, food insecurity, and other struggles for basic human rights are a cruel and grinding reality in this country for most of its residents, and especially for those that have been historically marginalized. These are policy decisions made from a place of privilege, made from a place of advantage, of opportunity, sometimes of want for division, and not from a place of kindness or interbeing. But, and there's always a but, these are invitations. These are invitations for every last one of you, my fellow colleagues. They're invitations to turn towards each other, to turn towards collaboration, towards interprofessionalism, for equity, for innovation. These are all opportunities to walk with one another, to walk with your patients, to walk with your communities, to walk with those that do not have a voice, and for you to lead from a place of kindness, empathy, and passion. My fellow PAs, you have chosen a very, very special profession, and you are entering the healthcare system at a very, very special time. And it privileges us to carry this torch of interconnection, of interbeing to the bedside, to education, to leadership, and if anybody's interested, to the nation. You've been practicing this interbeing already with one another for the last 29 months, with your peers and your patients, and my guess is that your patients, your peers, your families, your children, your significant others, and even your pets have been practicing it with you too. as you've grown throughout this year, and please thank them as soon as I'm done talking. This next chapter, it truly is your opportunity to change the very fabric of society and remind all of us that if you can smile, I can smile too. Thank you. Graduates, one final request. Please stand and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Emory class of 2023. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of our ceremony. Following the benediction by Reverend Maddie, the faculty, followed by the graduates, will recess. We would like to ask the audience to stay in their seats during this recession, and we will be taking several class photos outside, and you're welcome to join. Thank you to everybody for joining us today online or in person, for sharing this day. Please rise for the benediction by Reverend Maddie Henderson herself.
Graduates, congratulations. It's easy to tell from the vibes today that you are a special class, and I encourage you to hold on to the feeling in this room when it gets hard or gets tough. Congratulations. Now receive this benediction. We give thanks for the smart, strong-willed, and passionate graduates we celebrate today. They are change makers who remind us that our work is not just about medicine, but about creating a better world. Let us prayerfully and thankfully direct our souls towards these graduates, feeling the satisfaction and fulfillment of their achievement with them. O source and center of life, may all our graduates resolve now to hold their degrees as a sacred trust, employed to fight on for the greater health and well-being of each life they touch. And may all of our hearts overflow with the spirit of hope and joy. Amen.